Condemns circle of violence in Benue, Anambra states. INEC commences nationwide verification of polling units expansion. On the foreign scene, President Biden aims to expand COVID-19 vaccines for adults and children. And in sports, Mauricio Pochettino suggests UEFA investigation into PSG's referee claim. Details of these and more coming shortly. President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the killing of 11 people in Gwe West local government area of Benue and the reprisals on innocent people by mobs that blocked roads to unleash terror and violence. The president made the condemnation in a statement by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, in Abuja. Buhari also deplored the killing of innocent people in Anambra by mobs, saying that in both cases, innocent people were killed through no fault of theirs. According to him, violence on innocent people by anybody and any group is unacceptable and indefensible. The president urged leaders of ethnic and religious groups to play their own roles constructively in controlling their followers or members to support the government's efforts for sustainable peace. Buhari cautioned Nigerians against the temptations of taking the law into their hands in the name of revenge, because there are no winners in the cycle of violence, only losers. The president commiserated with the families of the bereaved and the governments and people of Benue and Anambra states. Meanwhile, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has called on Nigerians to support the efforts of the federal government to tackle insecurity in the country, while urging those bent on playing cheap politics with the challenges to have a rethink. Addressing the media, Information Minister Lai Mohammed made the call in response to the statement on insecurity by the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. Mohammed said that the current administration has consistently engaged Nigerians on topical national issues, including security, the fight against corruption, terrorism, infrastructure, and the farmer-herder conflict.
The PDP alleged that kidnappers and bandits are not being brought to justice. This is appropriately aimed at the federal government. It is shocking that the party that ruled this nation for all of 16 years does not know that kidnapping and banditry are not federal offenses. The PDP should therefore call out the states, including those being controlled by it, to ensure a rigorous prosecution of arrested kidnappers and bandits. Meanwhile, PDP completely forgot that as far as tourism, a federal offense is concerned, this federal government has successfully prosecuted thousands of Boko Haram members, engaging as part of a continuing exercise. We are now seeking the cooperation judiciary to continue with the trial of arrested terrorists.
According to him, kidnapping and banditry are not federal offenses, but that of the state governments. The minister therefore advised the People's Democratic Party to call out the states, including those being controlled by it, to ensure a rigorous persecution of arrested kidnappers and bandits.
We have the challenges we face as a nation, and we are doing everything possible to tackle them. We call on all Nigerians to support the efforts of the federal government to tackle these challenges. We advise those bent on playing cheap politics with challenges to have a rethink. This is no time for politics. I thank you for your work.
Mohammed said the PDP did not respect its own words as it played cheap politics while playing the ostrich. To other news, the Joint Action Committee of the three in-house unions of the Nigeria Institute of Social and Economic Research has implored the federal government to save the institute from an impending calamity by not returning the incumbent Director General, Dr. Folarin Gbadigbo, after the expiration of his tenure this month due to his incompetency and corruption. This was stated in an address during a protest by the Joint Action Committee at the entrance of the Research Institute in Ibadan. In their petition, Chairman of the Academic Staff Union of Research Institute, Babatimeyin Muyiwa, alleged that the Director General, Dr. Folarin Smith, had been guilty of financial infractions and embezzlement of public funds, administrative and academic incompetence, and lack of requisite qualification for the position of Director General. The protesters also urged the federal government not to disregard the allegations raised, but rather commence a thorough investigation to ascertain the allegations of embezzlement and incompetence against the incumbent Director General.
We found it auspicious to conscientiously implore the authorities to, one, save NISA from an impending calamity by not returning the incumbent, Dr. Folarin Smith, as Director General at the expiration of his tenure in May 2021. Put in place a process of appointing a new DG for NISA. Immediately commence the investigation of these allegations and other possible administrative and financial infractions, and culpable individuals should be made answerable.
However, Director General of the Nigeria Institute of Social and Economic Research, Folarin Smith, declined to make an official comment, insisting that a panel had been set up to look into the allegations leveled against him. To election matters now, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has commenced nationwide verification exercise of centers proposed to be converted to polling units across the country. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu disclosed this at the INEC's office in Karu local government in Nasarawa State while visiting some of the proposed centers and existing polling units in the FCT and Nasarawa State. The chairman said that the purpose of the verification exercise was to ensure that the right thing was done in the conversion of the voting points to polling units. The INEC chairman said he had been informed that 395 voting points were being converted to polling units in Karu local government. Yakubu said that with the conversion of voting points to polling units, there would be expanded access to polling units for voters, while congestion of polling units would be eliminated in future elections. He gave assurance that the continuous voter registration exercise would commence on June 28th after the conversion of the polling units. Back home in Oyo State, traders at Bodija and Ojoba markets in Ibadan have sent a Save Our Soul message to the governor of Oyo State following the invasion of the two popular markets by officers of the Nigeria Customs Service, which has left a number of them hospitalized and others bankrupt. The traders made this call today when Splash FM news crew visited the Ojoba market to access the situation and actions taken so far by the affected traders. Splash FM news reporter Femi Ojo filed in this report.
Of two major markets in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, by officials of the Nigerian Customs Service in search for contrabands, particularly rice, have continued to generate negative responses from members of the public. The claim invasion, which the custom backs up with a section of the Custom and Excise Management Act 2004, started at Bodija Market on the 1st of April this year, when 88 shops with each containing bags of rice ranging from 400 to 900 were raided and taken away by custom officials in an operation alleged to be backed up by some armed military personnel. 4 weeks after the raid at Bodija Market, traders at the Ojaba Market in Ibadan also had a share of the invasion, and this time 8 trucks with over 2,000 bags of rice with market value worth over 51 million naira was taken away in similar operation by the customs. The public relations officer Oyo Osunre Command of the Custom, Wei Kayode, in separating the views conducted by journalists in Ibadan, had claimed that the command had no hand on the matter but confirmed that the Federal Operation Unit of the Customs carried out the operation as it is part of their duties. Earlier in the year, January, precisely during a press briefing to showcase the achievements of Oyo Osunre Command, the controller, Mr. Adamu Abdukadiu, had announced a launch of Operation Fish It Out to nip the bud of the nefarious activities of smugglers in the area, with warning that the command under his leadership would track apprehend and prosecute in accordance to Section 77 of the Custom and Excise Management Act. While the first raid at the Bodija market had generated so many outcries, followed with the stage protest to the government secretariat by the affected traders with no result and interventions from the state government. Traders at the Ojaba market are taking the sad incidents in bad faith, putting their hopes in God for a miracle and help. During a visit to Ojaba market, the affected traders who looked all helpless were seen looking devastated and worried by the incidents on Saturday. The Babalaji of Ibadan Southeast local government, also a trader at the market, Mr. Salami Ayobami, who led me into the market so that I can have a view of what had happened, disclosed that the sad event, which took place on Saturday around 1:30 a.m., got them handicapped as the custom officers stormed the market in company of armed military men, taking away over 2,000 bags of rice, some Nigerian-made vegetable oils, bag of gari, beans, smoked meat, and even some of the traders' money kept in their shop.
So one ko rice ẹlòmíràn one ko òróró one ko rubu rice one ko on lọ bí 2,227 bags so one ko overall gbogbo àwọn yẹn so wọ́n dẹ̀ tó já lọ́kà àwọn kan.
The traders who expressed displeasure at the conduct of the custom officials explained that the rice taken away were procured from the northern part of the country, and also alleging that some of the northerners who bring the truckload of rice claim to be custom officers.
Àwọn custom náà ni wọ́n gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n gbé rice wá tí wọ́n gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn tí wọ́n bribe wọn tí wọ́n gbowó wá kó wá jẹ́ àwọn náà ni wọ́n kó wá àwọn custom máa kó wá sọ̀rọ̀ ọjà tẹ́ bá débi láràárọ̀ èyí náà ni wọ́n á bì láràárọ̀ ń gbà mí ẹ̀rí tí wọ́n wà kó tí wọ́n wà kó wọlé kọ́mọkọ́mọ tó bá dàbí ẹni àwọn custom àgbà tí wọ́n wọ̀ fi àwọn ọkọ̀ káà tí wọ́n fi kó wá tí wọ́n sì tà fáfá fáwọn yẹn wá wọ́n dẹ̀ gbowó wọn bí.
The Babalaji and other affected traders who could not hold their pain alleged that the actions of the custom have confirmed a stylish attack on the southwesterners, as the invasion have not been recorded anywhere in the northern part of the country.
Because tí custom bá fẹ́ kẹ́rù èèyàn wọ́n á lọ ṣọ́ọ̀pù ẹ̀ lójúmọmọ wọ́n á ntẹ́ bá ṣọ́ọ̀pù ẹ̀ wọ́n á kọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n á béèrè orúkọ ẹ̀ wọ́n á dẹ̀ fún níwèé kan á sáìn sí á mọ̀ pé custom wá kẹ́rù òun láti wá lóru láti fìbọn kó ẹrù kó ọjà wa ó lè ní wọ́n.
So ètí tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe yìí bá bẹ́ẹ̀mì ṣe rò ó dàbẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n target àwa tá a wà ní Southwest ń bì wọ́n tẹ́wọ́ target wa ni torí irú tí wọ́n ń ṣe ń bì nísìn wọ́n ti ṣe lógùn wọn ò ṣe láwọn state mi ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí Kano ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí Kaduna gbogbo rice ń bẹ ń bẹ Sokoto gbogbo rice ń bẹ ń bẹ ǹjẹ́ ẹja gbọ́ nínú pé àwọn custom wọ́n wọ main market Kano lọ.
Traders further accused the federal government of not putting the necessary things in place before banning imported rice, adding that the quality and price of the locally made rice have ruined and made a lot of rice traders in the southwest gone bankrupt.
Ìjọba ṣẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ rí ìjọba náà kọ́lọ́hún ṣàánú wa ni wọn ò wá sí sáfẹ́rẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe yìí ó dẹ̀ káwọn náà rò dáadáa wọn ò make provision fún rice wọ́n bá ní rice wọ́n sì mọ̀ pé rice náà làwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà sì máa jẹ. Ìmí gan kan bẹ táwọn èèyàn wá ti rà níkan bíi 2 or 3 months ago tẹ́ pé rice yẹn ń bu nínú àpò ni tí wọ́n rà ní Kano rice àwọn èèyàn jẹ gbèsè lọ.
They, however, pleaded with the state government and their representative at the Senate and House of Representatives to come to their rescue before the unrealistic policies of the federal government create shortage of food and chaos in this zone. For Splash FM News, I am Femi Ujo.
We're listening to the news at 1 p.m. on Splash 105.5 FM. Still to come, President Biden aims to expand COVID-19 vaccines for adults and children. And in sports, Mauricio Pochettino suggests UEFA investigation into PSG's referee claim. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll bring you details of these and other stories. Just stay with us.
Skylink Recruitment Services is here again with a wonderful opportunity for anyone who wants to study abroad, especially in the Caribbean country. The Caribbean country is between USA and Canada. Courses available are medicine, nursing, cybersecurity engineering, and accounting. Benefits of this opportunity are zero deposit, easy education system, affordable tuition fees. Students can also easily travel on visitation to Canada, USA, and United Kingdom. Their 2-year clinical rotation can be done anywhere in the world, and students can also work in any of these countries after graduation. We officially represent 2 universities for these programs, All Saints University and American University of St. Vincent. To get more information and register, visit us at S7/594 opposite Well Drop Filling Station, Orita Challenge Road, Ibadan, or contact us on 0903-566-4201, 0903-566-4201. Skylink Recruitment Services, studying abroad made easy.
Our in-laws, we greet you now.
Thank you, Sir Paulie.
Before we bring our daughter, make we confirm the item where you bring whether then complete. Bread price. 42 tubers of yam. 42 kola nut, alligator pepper, and 1 big bottle of palm wine.
Complete.
Wait, 42 packs of pregnant care.
Pregnant care? Our wife no get belly now.
Pregnant care get good amounts of essential nutrients where the body need when a woman they plan to get belly.
It dey help in development of hormone baby.
If a self, it dey help clear out the stretch mark wey dey for body after delivery. Another type self dey for women wey dey breastfeed. You see this our data na pregnant care pikin.
In fact, bring 100 cartons of pregnant care. Our pikin must find.
We have scratched the side of pregnant care pack for proof of authenticity. It is available in pharmacies near you. Now, Med I Pharmaceutical Limited, the distributor.
The Nigerian Medical Association endorse am.
Wow, your undisputable king of travel logistics, You Fit Fly, has brought another wonder for your delight this summer. The historical tour of the Kingdom of Jordan. Oh yes, here is a great opportunity for you to experience the 7 wonders of the world. Great Pyramid of Giza, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, Statue of Zeus at Olympia, Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, Colossus of Rhodes, and the Lighthouse of Alexandria. See what I mean? You can't afford not to be a part of the Jordan experience. Our takeoff date is Friday, July 30, 2021. Delay no further. Visit You Fit Fly office now at Success House, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan. Or better still call 080-2524-9280. Website youfitfly.com. The Kingdom of Jordan is the place to be this summer.
Well, thanks for staying with us on the news. Turning to the foreign scene now, President Joe Biden has laid out plans to vaccinate 70% of the United States adults by the 4th of July and roll out the shots for 12 to 15-year-olds as soon as possible. Mr. Biden's new goal includes having 160 million adults fully vaccinated by Independence Day. The target is well within reach, given that 105 million have already had COVID-19 jabs, and the U.S. is vaccinating nearly 1 million adults per day. But the vaccination rate is half of what it was just 3 weeks ago. Mr. Biden says his administration was working to win over doubters about the shots. The conservative leader of Spain's Madrid region has won a resounding victory after a bitter election battle. Despite more than doubling the Popular Party PP seats, Isabel Díaz Ayuso still fell short of a majority and may end up in alliance with the far right. She defied the socialist-led central government by keeping Madrid's bars and shops open throughout the pandemic. There was high security following death threats against several candidates. The acrimonious campaign highlighted the polarization in Spanish politics. Ms. Ayuso won 44.7% of the vote, taking 65 seats in Madrid's 136-seat assembly. And now to some sports news. Mauricio Pochettino has suggested there should be a UEFA investigation into claims made by his Paris Saint-Germain players that referee Bjorn Kuipers swore at them during their Champions League semi-final defeat to Manchester City. PSG's Leandro Paredes and Marco Verratti were allegedly verbally abused by Kuipers, who had angered the French side after sending off Angel Di Maria in the 69th minute for an off-the-ball stamp on Fernandinho. Verratti made the claim in a post-match interview, while his teammates and Herrera also spoke to reporters about Paredes. Meanwhile, a driver, Mr. Jason Kuro, has been banned for 1 year by Hyperbaric Medical Practitioners Society of Nigeria for alleged forgery of his medical certificate. The Chief Inspector of Driving, Mr. Julius Nwagala, in a statement noted that Kuro had also blackmailed him over failure to secure a contract with a diving firm. According to Gala, Kuro had, through the social media, propagated that he had denied him endorsement, but through findings, it was revealed that Kuro forged his medical records. Also, Wagala's media team had personally advised Kuro covertly to get the right medical reports, but Kuro turned around to blackmail Wagala, accusing him of shutting his path to employment. And just before we go, here's a quick recap of the major headlines. President Buhari has condemned circle of violence in Benue and Anambra states. INEC has commenced nationwide verification of polling units expansion. On the foreign scene, we told you that President Joe Biden is aiming to expand COVID-19 vaccines for adults and children. In sports, Mauricio Pochettino has suggested a UEFA investigation into PSG's referee claim. For more details on the news, you can visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now, you can download the Splash FM mobile app on BlackBerry World and Google Play Store to listen live, get news updates, and opinion poll. You can also report an event live to us through the iReports feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5 and click to download. We now have come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawuwo, assisted by Abidemi Kajobola. I am Charity Jerome. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.